In today's video, we will talk about a very interesting thing. A very special star named Tariq. In 1967, a radio telescope received strange signals from space of unknown origin. Scientists initially thought that these signals were from aliens living on another planet. But they were not from aliens. They were from a strange star. Then, scientists discovered a star that had never been seen before. However, this was not the first time that humans had heard about this star. It was also mentioned 1400 years ago in the Quran, in Surat Tariq, verses 2 and 3, where it is described as, "And what can make you know what is the Tariq, the nightcomer? It is the piercing star." Let's do more research about this. Everyone wants to know about the universe, and when we talk about the universe, everyone asks the question, is there another advanced civilization out there? Human beings have been searching for the answer to this question for thousands of years. The universe is very strange and amazing, and there is a possibility that there might be another civilization in distant galaxies. Maybe in the future, we will make contact with them. Some time ago, the Ministry of Science and Technology declared that they had received strange signals from deep space. This was a major breakthrough, and scientists are hopeful that they will soon know about the origin and the senders of these signals. This is the first time we have come so close to discovering aliens in the universe. These signals were similar to those received by scientists in 1967. Initially, they thought the reason for these signals might be radio interference. But after research, they concluded that these signals were not due to radio interference, but came from a distant planet. Interestingly, there is a story about these signals in the Quran. In 1967, a very large radio telescope was built over 2 years, and a well-known scientist, Antony Hewish, used this telescope to explore deep space. Another scientist by the name of Josilin joined his research, and together they made a major discovery in science. When they found these strange signals in space, it became clear that these signals were not from this world, as they were coming from a very strong source not present on Earth, and these signals were coming from different areas. Josilin, who was responsible for researching these signals, discovered that they were coming from a mysterious object that vibrated every 1.3 seconds. Initially, they thought these signals were sent by aliens, but after further research, they noted that the sound in those signals was like someone knocking on a door. After completing her research, she declared that those signals were not from aliens, but were coming from a star. Now, you will be surprised to know that there is a complete surah in the Quran about this. The signals they had discovered were coming from a neutron star. These signals sounded like someone knocking on a door. These sounds were actually due to the rapid rotation of that specific star, which rotates very fast in a short amount of time. You might be thinking that our Earth rotates once in 24 hours, but this star rotates many times in 1 second. It is beyond our comprehension to understand the per-second rotation of this star. 1 tablespoon of the substance from this star, if brought to Earth, would weigh about 1 billion tons. This is the same Tariq star that Allah mentioned in the Quran. If even a small portion of this star were kept on Earth, it would divide the Earth into pieces due to its immense force. The light of this star is much more intense than that of other stars. and its radiation is emitted in pulses, which is why these stars are called pulsars. The temperature of the Sun is around 6,000 degrees Celsius, while the temperature of a neutron star is about 1,000,000 degrees Celsius. The light and energy from this star are 1,000,000 times more powerful than the Sun's. This star, like others, eventually became a neutron star after going through different stages of compression. It rotates an estimated 175 times per second, and during this time, it emits very powerful rays so strong that they can penetrate metal and concrete. In the Quran, this star is also mentioned as Saqib, which means piercing star. In Surat Tariq, the word Tariq means knocking or hitting. This star was discovered in 1967, but the Quran mentioned it 1,400 years ago, which is amazing. Today, science accepts that the star mentioned in the Quran 1,400 years ago is indeed this pulsar star. Scientists are now doing further research on this star. This is a clear sign that the Quran is the book of God.